My friends, do you take things very personally? Imagine one incident and somebody says you something about it may be about your working, it may be about your personality, it may be about your dressing sense, it may be anything. It just hits you. Suddenly you take it so personally and you start thinking why that person say like that, why he used that word, what was going in that person's mind, am I really so bad? And all these things make you overthink a lot. What if I tell you you are not sensitive to that criticism? You are just aware about the situation. You are so deep that every moment, every situation you stay alert, and that's a gift for you. And in this video, I will shift the way you look at people. I will shift the way you look at the situation, and it can be your power. So stay till the very end because in this video, we will understand what exactly is there behind this criticism, what is behind this sensitivity. Is it really a criticism that really hurts you, or it's something else? It is like what emotions are hidden behind this, and what is there in your subconscious mind, and what is the pattern that has brought to you this level. How your handwriting also shows this, because handwriting comes from brain, right? And at the end we will together write one powerful affirmation to shift your mindset, to shift your power, and we will direct it, channelize it to the right direction. I know definitely this will help you, and by the end of this video you will understand, this will shift your mindset, and this will give you a meaning to your life. And not just that, you will recognize this as your power. Okay, my name is Rahul Gadkari. I am a total wellness coach, and I am on a mission to help people so that they can live happy, healthy, and prosperous life. I am a certified handwriting analyst and a master practitioner of graphotherapy. Graphotherapy has helped many people to shift their mindset. Not just that, it also helped them to reprogram their subconscious mind, how they were looking at those problems and how they changed the mindset, and what are those major results they received. If you listen to those, you will be just surprised how pen can bring miracles in your life. Remember, handwriting is brain writing, and if you change those strokes, if you shift those writing styles, miracles can happen. Okay, and all those psychosomatic challenges, what you are facing, and you don't know why this is happening in your life, all those answers you will receive automatically, right? So, coming back to the issue of, why am I so sensitive, why somebody says me something and I suddenly get angry, right? Let's understand what are the emotions which are hidden behind it. The emotions are shame, right? Suddenly when somebody says you something, you feel that, especially about your dressing sense, you feel like shameful, like, oh really, am I that bad? And the fear, right? And when you approach something and you get that criticism, suddenly you realize that next time you approach that same incident very fearfully, right? Sadness, you feel very sad that why this person said me like that, why am I really that bad? And anger, sometimes people are so aggressive, as soon as they hear the negative feedback, they suddenly get out of the situation, I mean, out of their mind. The anger explodes like anything, all bad words, and it spoils everything. What do you think? It will spoil their day, the emotions, it will spoil their relations, and there are many things happen, right? So it's not the personality trait as such, but actually it has a bigger impact on your life if you are very sensitive. Now how you want to use it, that's up to you, right? It triggers emotions, right? If you are sensitive to criticism, it triggers all these emotions. But if you become present, it will be your power. That's the thing behind it, right? You, when you overthink any feedback, when you take things very personally, when you feel that you are being judged, and when you feel that somebody has said something, you replay that conversation again and again in your mind. That's where things take a turn, right? And you start doubting on yourself, you start doubting your capabilities, and all these things are not good in a longer run for your growth, for your entire development. And suddenly you will think that I am not enough, right? So there is there are few things behind it, right? You know, you, by now you must be thinking that I'm too sensitive, but the bigger thing is you are deeply aware. Actually, in Gita also, they said that Sri Krishna said that you should be deep aware all the time. Every moment you should live in present. These people actually living in present because their antennas are so sensitive that they catch every gesture, every comment, every word, right? So why can't you use this as a power of for yourself, right? So remember, this is not your weakness, this is your strength actually. So let me tell you one story about Meera. She is very sensitive, she is very talented by the way, and whatever she does, actually, she want to be, excellent always. So, but whenever she get criticism, suddenly she become angry and she just loses her control and she doesn't know how to react to that situation, and it results in a bad relationships, and it results in a lot of fights, and lot of discussions, and people think that she doesn't deserve this position, or she doesn't deserve growth, because every now and then whenever somebody tries to give feedback, she only focuses on the words or the person. She doesn't focus on what exactly is being said, instead of, and sometimes these people are particular who is saying what, right? So they relate that situation to that person, and everything is just become miserable, right? But what happened is, like, when she realized that she's too sensitive, when her handwriting was analyzed, she understood that how deeply it is rooted in her childhood as well, because that was her subconscious programming. When she grew up, she constantly was handled with judgment. She was constantly was compared with others. She was constantly needed to be perfect, and that's where everything was stored in her subconscious mind. Like criticism, that means danger. So whenever somebody criticizes her, her subconscious mind become alert, and it tried to protect her, right? So what we did is we just changed her interpretation. Some strokes in her handwriting shifted her mindset, and now she can respond well instead of reacting, right? So that's the power of graphotherapy. Criticism is not rejection. Criticism is not pain. That's what our subconscious thinks actually, that criticism is danger, criticism is pain, we have to protect and all these things. But when somebody is saying something to you, if you take it naturally, if you understand the situation, if you understand what is being said, analyze it, that's where you will know that how, what to respond, how to give action to whatever is challenged, right? So, you know that Michael Jordan or many celebrities, they already face lot of criticism. Even nowadays, because of social media, lot of trolling happens, right? What do you think? How these people react or not react, respond to that situation, right? They are very responsible, and many successful people, they respond it very responsibly, right? And that's how they manage the situation. See, everybody will have people who will praise them and criticize them, right? So it's up to you how you can focus on those, how you will drain energy behind this situation, because when you react, it drains your energy suddenly. What you are giving the power is to negative emotions, right? Now it's up to you. Do you want to take it to your advantage, or you want to give power to those negative situations? Do you want to give power to those negative thoughts? Why he said like that? Why she behaved like this? Or you want to empower yourself, right? So what micro actions you can do, right? There are simple micro actions, that is pause before reacting. Okay, then you have to check whether this is really a feedback or it is attack, right? And you have to respond accordingly, and you have to separate the person from the words, because sometimes, as I said earlier, you some person you don't like, and whatever that person says, you take it very personally, right? So listen carefully, my dear friends. Since your sensitivity towards criticism is your weapon, actually, to empower yourself. It's not your problem, it's your strength, right? So let's write one powerful affirmation together, because this will really shift you. Okay, and if you think that I'm too sensitive, I'm too weak, and why people say this to me, why I'm like this, and if you are going through like lot of overthinking because of criticism, and you waste lot of time on this, you spend lot of time on choosing what to wear, what people will say, does it look good at me, and all those things, you will easily come out, you will save lot of time, right? So write this affirmation with me. Let me share my second camera, and together we will write this powerful affirmation, because if you want to really shift, you have to take action right now. So bring your pen and paper, write slowly, feel each word, and give equal space, follow all the zones of writing. Okay, you will say, Rahul, how does this matter? If you write this one full page every day, just within few days, you will understand the shift inside you. Are you ready to take this, do this, experiment this? Then here is the opportunity, right? I receive feedback calmly and grow with it. Calmly and grow with it. Can you see that how I wrote in a perfect rhythm? Can you see the zones? Can you see the space, right? And can you see the lower zones and lower lines, right? These are very important factors about handwriting, and I share all these details when I analyze your handwriting. And it can everything can be seen in your handwriting. What is your personality, and all those personality traits can be can be healed. All those negative things can be healed just by graphotherapy. And those powerful things, if you want to understand, if you want to take that step forward, I want you to connect with me. If you are ready, I am ready to support you. Just register yourself on rahulgadkari.com/free. Watch all my previous videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel. There is a lot of information given. Okay, if you don't really yet trust, try this for few days and see the shift inside you. Okay, write this every day, one full page, and you will see that there are a lot of things changing inside. There are a lot of things getting sorted out automatically. That's the power of graphotherapy, right? So remember, one day you will see yourself that, wow, I was so sensitive to criticism, and now these days I feel very calm. You will come back and return to me saying that, I don't know what I shifted, but these days I feel very peaceful. No matter what, whoever say whatever, I end the conversation in a positive note, right? That's the power of graphotherapy. And the best part is you will learn to understand yourself, right? So if you really want to take that step forward, I know you want to, so comment in the comment section below, I am starting today. Okay, and at the end of 21 days, come back, share your results in the comment section. I'm waiting for you. Thank you so much. Till then, I love you.